My name is David Elo. This is Freedom Point, a production of Believers House of Freedom. I believe you have been blessed by the previous edition. Like we always say, our intention here is to bring up a total youth, a youth that will cause a change in our nation completely. And our heart desires, and my prayer is that this program will add value to your life. This program will be a blessing to you. Today we want to look at something that is very powerful, something that is very important, something that is crucial to your destiny. We're looking at leadership. And with me today on set is also a leadership expert who is also familiar with. He has been in this program before, and it was a blessing to us. Let's just welcome Joshua.
You're welcome. Thanks so much for Elo.
God bless you. So how has it been?
Oh, great.
How is our nation?
Oh, well, we thank God our nation is moving forward.
That's great.
As God wants it.
That's great. That's great. So we want to look at leadership because it's obvious that there's a common saying that everything rises and falls from leadership.
Right.
And that's why even God himself refused to create a vacuum when he had to make man the leader. So we want to look at what personally is leadership, or personal leadership. Okay. We want to narrow it down to personal leadership.
Yeah, thanks so much, Elo, for the privilege. When we are talking of leadership, we are talking of something very, very critical, something very, very crucial. So imagine a body without head. It's useless, no matter how beautiful it is. So also, leadership is not any man's idea, it's God's idea. And when we look at it, every aspect of human operation needs leadership. We have political leadership, we have national leadership, we have corporate leadership, we have business leadership, we have market leaders. But all these other leadership, they are connected to what I believe as personal leadership. Because personal leadership is the beginning of national development. You know, now we talk about the youth. You want to become somebody, that you don't know where he's coming from, you don't know his background, maybe he's originated from the pit of hell. But because they have not understand the efficacy, the concept of personal leadership, that is why they want to be that. You know, we see some people that are into drug abuse, smoking in their homes, sexual immorality, and all personal destructive attitude because they have not discovered the efficacy of personal leadership. And also most of the youth, they want to belong because they have not been able to harness the power of personal leadership that God has given to everybody. Everybody has it.
Okay. Is it because of the last statement you made that everybody has it? Is it something that is inbuilt, or is it something that we must learn personally?
Well, leadership, like what we used to say, that leaders are made, they are not born. But there are some attributes that makes us a leader. For instance, when you are doing your introduction, you talked about God, make man the head. Remember that God, after the entire creation, he pronounced blessings upon man. He said, be fruitful, multiply, replenish. Those are the pronouncements of leadership.
That leads me to the next question. How does personal leadership influences achievement? How does it help us achieve well?
Like I said in some of the broadcasts we did, that everything starts with individual. If you are able to lead yourself, you'll be able to know what kind of friends you choose, because you'll be able to know what kind of places you should go. If you are able to lead yourself in some certain area, you discover yourself, you have good self-esteem, you are confident enough, then you'll be able to do what is right. Some people are doing something that is not the part of them, but it's because somebody told them or somebody initiated them. My daddy said I should study theater arts. It is my uncle who said I should study medicine. And he himself knew that I'm good in this area, than this area. Like one of my boy Kemo said his teacher said he should enroll, he should go to science class. And me as his father, I've been studying this guy. When it comes to art, even in the house, you do comedy, acting, do a lot of things that have to do. I said, which of your teachers? I said, my teacher said I'm good in science. See your results now. This is your mathematics. You are not doing fine in mathematics. Oh, and the teacher has already entered the guy. So I have to sit him down and begin to let him see himself and how he should be able to lead himself to do the right thing. Yeah. At the end of the day, he went back to school. He has to change his class. Now, when he changed his class to the right one, he started flowing because he was able to somebody to help him to lead himself. But in a situation whereby some people they don't have anybody to do that, that's why we have people go to the universities, study one course, and came out and said, "I'm not interested in this one." They follow because they entered their spent such years and came out and began to do something else because nobody or they have not been able to lead themselves to do something. That's how personal leadership helps you to achieve more. When you are able to lead yourself, you achieve faster, easier, and also there's a decorum attached to every business and operation. You'll be able to embed it because this is your effort, not somebody force you or talk
to influence you.
Yes. So that's how the personal leadership affects.
Which means we are created to take personal responsibility.
You are right. Completely.
We must take responsibility for everything. Not
everything.
Okay. How can I now? Let me put it this way. How can I now lead myself right?
To lead ourselves,
because we are living in a world now with too many opinions, too many views, too many distractions, too many answers. You find that you ask one question, you have 1,000 answers.
Yeah.
So how will I know the right answer?
Well, the first step in leading yourself is discovering yourself. You have to discover yourself. Who am I?
That makes it, sorry to cut you, that makes it impossible for somebody to lead you without your consent, because you must first discover yourself.
You must first discover yourself. So, okay, how will you lead what you don't know? Because leadership is not about going in front. It's about influencing yourself to do what is expected of you. And now, so when you discover yourself, then you know, okay, this is what I'm good at. This is what I'm cut out for. This is my talent. This is my gift. This is my, this is who I am. Now, even if it help you not to envy anybody, it will help you to keep your course. On the track, on the track of race, everybody has his own track, and you have to maintain your track to win the race. So, if three of us are running 100-meter miles race, and I'm looking at my friend, so what we miss it, or maybe because he's running ahead of me, I just jump into his race, I cross and I won. They will disqualify you. That is why everybody has his own path
within your lane.
Yeah, within your lane. So firstly, discover yourself.
We'll be going on a short break. We're going to come back to continue from where we just stopped now. I believe that you are blessed. Just stay with us.
Believers House of Freedom.
My name is David Elo. This is Freedom Point, a production of Believers House of Freedom.
On Freedom Point, get facts, get answers on issues.
We get to this. So women should learn it from today when she have money to carry out personal research.
You don't succeed by mistake. You succeed by careful planning.
On the station, every Saturday, 9:30 a.m.
You can reach us by email bhfreedom2011@gmail.com or on Twitter bhfnig, or on Facebook www.facebook.com/bhffreedom, or on our website www.believershouseoffreedom.org, or you can reach us through this line 080-297-32627 080-297-32627. Believers House of Freedom.
My name is David Elo. There's a popular saying that if you want to lead, you must read. Readers are leaders. One of the biggest problems we have in Africa today is lack of knowledge because we don't read. Somebody said once that if you want to hide anything from an African man, you put it in a book. but we believe so much that that era has gone. And we have written quite a number of books, close to 52 books now that we have written. And the purpose of this book is to be able to see how we can be able to morally build up the youth and also create a good life for them. We are holding my hand now a wonderful book that just came out, The Assassin. The Assassin talks about a young man that was born in the wrong environment, terribly wrong environment, born in the wrong place, live the wrong life. Pick up the book, read it, and get our books on Amazon. Amazon.com. You can get the books of Elo David on Amazon. Pick up any of these books and begin to read so you can acquire knowledge. We are taking over the world. Africa is taking over the world.
You can reach us by email bhfreedom2011@gmail.com or on Twitter bhfnig, or on Facebook www.facebook.com/bhffreedom, or on our website www.believershouseoffreedom.org, or you can reach us through this line 080-297-32627 080-297-32627. Believers House of Freedom. Change is power.
You're welcome back. We just went on a short break, and we believe that we have been blessed. We're looking at personal leadership. It's so important because we understand from experience and what we see that everything rises and falls on leadership. And so the individual person must first and foremost take charge of his life. So I want to continue again from there. What are some of these dangers again for poor personal leadership? Because we see people today, for example, Solomon was a great leader.
Mm-hmm.
But he discovered that he had wisdom, rather. He had wisdom, and that wisdom fetched him influence. Mm-hmm. But it seems as if he had some issues with being able to take responsibility, being able to lead him. So he had a vacuum somewhere, and the enemy stepped in. So what are some of these dangers of very poor personal leadership?
Like I said, there are a lot of things, as you rightly said, that everything rises and falls on leadership. If you cannot take charge, especially, let me use for example, your sex life. If you are not able to lead yourself to do the right thing, that is when we have people indulging in different illicit sex activities, perverted sex activities, and all sorts of things. Even some are so addicted to sex. Do you know you can be so addicted to sex that you think it's normal, but it has become obsession. Because in the beginning, you are not able to make a decision, because personal leadership has to do with your self-value, self-evaluation. Lead yourself to do the right thing. Make a decision. Stand by what you say. You say, I will not have it. Can you stand that I will not have it? Can you stand even when the temptation comes? Can you stand it? Some people, what they do when, like somebody said that what people do when nobody is there is who you are. I bet you now. So when you are able to make decision on your own, I will not do this one, I will not do it. That is why most of our leaders that say we want to lead, firstly ask them, how do they lead themselves? Some of them go to school, they steal, they cheat. Even some of them make some error. Look at their homes. They cannot lead their 2 people, 3 people homes. They have bad marriage, they have everything, and they now come and lead the nation.
If you can't lead your home well, how do you lead the church? We're going to continue on this program. We just want to make you understand that you are valuable. I want to make you understand that you are valuable. If you are the only one on earth, Jesus will have to come. Until we meet again, the Lord bless you, the Lord increase you, and the Lord favor you. I will pray that God will give Africa good leaders.
Amen.
Thank you very much.